Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Harmony. So last week we talked about the power of I am. And we were just in class this morning and talking about I am this, I am that. And we think, let's watch what we're calling in. Let's watch what we're calling in. And so the power of our words to co-create our lives, because we are individualized expressions. And everything that we want to do comes from within us. It's within us already. And all we have to do is claim it and watch for it to show up. Look for the signs that it has already shown up. So that's what we do. I love the cooling off of the fall. I love November, the changing of the leaves falling. And it's and it is such a wonderful time, Thanksgiving, to be thankful, to be grateful. And so I'm going to be talking all this month about gratitude because it is such a powerful spiritual concept of being grateful for what is, and even grateful for what isn't. Just living your life full of gratitude. It's a sacred language of connection with spirit and spirit. It's a connection with all of ourselves, each other. And so this is the time where we look at how gratitude connects us, how it transforms, how it creates, it's a creative power, and how it heals. Gratitude has the power to soften the ego, because the ego wants what it wants. It's proud, thinks it knows everything, thinks it should be telling you what to do. But when we are living in gratitude and we're grateful for who shows up, for what shows up, for what is, it deepens our connections, it awakens our humility. It awakens our humility. We don't know everything. We don't need to know everything. We're here to grow and to learn from one another. And so being grateful to others, to what is sharing the blessing. It's a shared blessing to be grateful. Gratitude creates a vibration of love that draws us closer to God and to the God in each other. And so that's what we are going to be talking about. That's what I'm going to be talking about, and hopefully that you will have something to say about it as well as we go through this month. So we have been taught, I think most of us have been taught, to be independent, self-sufficient, strive, work hard, get it done. But our souls know a better way. It's designed to be connected to one another. It is designed to see the truth. It is designed to be connected, to belong, to expand, and to evolve constantly. That is what we're here to do. And so we do that together. So I like to talk about these concepts through stories. I think stories are an easier way for you to understand, and for me to understand, actually, as well. And so I've talked with you all on a number of occasions about my daughter-in-law. And when she came to our lives, there was some strife and some stress because I already had a daughter-in-law. And I didn't realize I was getting a new one. None of us knew that. And so we wanted to know who this interloper was. Like, what's happening here? Is she the cause of the problems that they've been having? No, she wasn't. They'd been having problems so long before she showed up in their lives. And in fact, they were separated when this other one showed up. The family didn't know that. They didn't share that with us. So there was a lot of strife when she first showed up in our lives. We've been working on it quite some time. And we are a family. My sisters, you guys have met us. You know my sister, my brother who's passed away, my mother who passed away. But all of us are connectors. We love family. We love to get together and talk crap to each other in love and support one another and all of that. And so we really wanted her, once we understood the situation, we really wanted her to be a part of it, but it was already kind of messed up. So it took some time, quite a bit of time. And she had left her home. She didn't have the family we had. Let me just say this. She didn't have the family we had, so she didn't know what family could be like. She left her home when she was 15 years old and took her brother with her. Yes, she worked. She joined the Army. or no, I'm sorry, the Air Force, which is harder to join. She joined the Air Force at 17, so they didn't know how old she was, and pregnant. She didn't know she was pregnant. So she has, exactly. So she has been struggling her whole life, but she's so smart and so resilient and so funny. And so we're just starting to really, not starting now, just understanding who she was and why she fights so hard and why she didn't know what family was like, because the way that she joined our family, we didn't show her that at the beginning. We didn't show her that. So my point is this. She called me yesterday. We talked quite a bit. And so she called me yesterday, and we talked for an hour on the phone, just laughing and telling jokes and talking about the family and what she wanted and her concerns for her children and my concern for mine. It was a lovely, lovely time. And I have become so grateful for this woman in my life, in our life. She's great for my son. He has done things he would never have done without her, because she sees what she wants, she sees what he wants, and she's behind him all the way. She's a great partner. She's a great mom. Many of you have met my grandson, Kobe, who's 15 years old, and she has 2 other children that she had before she came to the marriage. And they are fabulous. They're hard workers. They're wonderful people. And so when I began to get grateful for who she was, grateful for what she brought to the table, grateful for her part in our family, then the tensions between us began to ease. Didn't go away, but eased. To the point where we are now talking for hours on the phone, laughing, having a wonderful time. So I want to talk about, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because what gratitude does. I said when I opened it that gratitude softens your ego. It opens doors. It just does so much, and I can't tell you, and some of you have met her. She's funny, she's loud, she's commanding. She just does so many wonderful things that I am so grateful for. And I'm so grateful that she's in our family. I'm so grateful for what she's done for my son, for my granddaughter, who's not her child. It's my son's child. But I think, honestly, this is just between us. I thought she was retarded. I told my son, I should call my son, and I said, listen, you're going to have to buy a house with an apartment in the basement for her to stay in, because I don't see how she's going to take care of herself. I don't understand it. Well, under this woman's tutelage, not only did my granddaughter succeed, she graduated from college. I didn't think she was going to get out of high school. She graduated from college with what do you call it when you get, they pay for you to go to school? What is it? Thank you. That word just went right out of my head. She graduated with a 4-year scholarship to a college, and she is doing marvelously. This is a girl, I'm telling you, I just told my son, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Just somebody you got to take care of for the rest of your life. And because of the influence of this woman, and here's what I loved about it, when my granddaughter came into her life, my daughter-in-law's life, her kids told my granddaughter, said, listen, Mom don't play. So you're not going to be able to get out of school. You're not going to be able to act like you're sick. She's not going to go for it. And she didn't. Every time she tried to say something, my daughter-in-law said, oh, no. We're doing this together. And that's what she did. So this is who she is, and this is what I am so grateful for. It's not that my gratitude did that. She was who she was. What gratitude does is allows me to see it. It allowed me to love who she was, who she is. That's what it allowed you to do. We take our opinions about how life is supposed to be and how someone is and all of that and put it on them. But what would happen if we didn't do that? Or even if we did do it, we were still grateful for who they are. Because if you're grateful, then you begin to see who they are. If you're not grateful, then you're upset and you go, oh, they're this and they're that and they're the other thing. But if you're already grateful, what do you actually see? Who they are. And you welcome them in. So that's what gratitude does from the inside out. I chose to be grateful for her. And I counted my blessings, and I continue to count my blessings. I was sharing this with the class this morning. Wayne Dyer, what's really interesting to me is that when you make a choice and you decide on something, the universe gets busy bringing you all kinds of signs that you're right, and here's some help. And so as I'm talking about, gratitude and connections and how it works, I'm looking on Instagram and I see Wayne Dyer, and he says this, and I love it. I didn't recognize him, by the way. He looks very different now. But I did recognize what he was saying, and he said this. If you squeeze an orange, what will you get? What did you say?
He's dead.
Oh, well, that's why I didn't recognize him. Okay. If you squeeze an orange, what do you get?
Juice and seeds.
You get orange juice. You don't get anything else but orange juice, okay? Meaning that when something gets squeezed, what's inside of them is what comes out. Yeah? So if you get squeezed and what comes out of you is anger, upset, hurt, whatever it is, that was inside of you. It isn't the person doing the squeezing that's causing it. Do you understand that? It's not the person doing the squeezing. So it's not my daughter-in-law who came in, and she didn't upset us. If we were upset, we were already willing to be upset. We wanted something different. That came from us, not from her. Get that? So to me, I love to be able to be in control of as best I can. Control is an illusion. But at least, I get that. But at least understanding what I'm doing and what I'm asking for and what I'm calling in. So whatever I'm reacting, whatever's happening, is from me. It's not the person doing whatever they're doing. They're being who they are. So you get to change that. You get to say, I'm not going to respond that way. This is how, I talk about this every year, and this is the truth for me. My top 5 values, and the third one is unconditional love. Unconditional love. So if that's who I say I am, then that's what, when you squeeze me, that's what should show up, yeah? No matter what you do or say, I should love you, because that's what's important to me. And that's what Wayne Dyer reminded me of. If I get upset with you, the upset was in me, not you. Okay? So I love letting you know about things that we get to do and what we're in control of. If we are God, individualized expressions, and we are, then we have the power to claim the life we want. It's not outside of us, and that's the good news. It's not outside of us. It's in us. It's who we are. You don't like the way you're showing up? Stop showing up that way, because it's you. Yeah, just stop showing up that way. So that's what we get to do. The second story that I want to tell you about is my community, what I'm grateful for a community that I have. I have all of you, and I love this. I love New Thought. Like everyone else I think everyone else that I know that's in New Thought, once you found that you knew you were home, and there's no going back. It is what it is. So I'm grateful for that. Grateful for where I live. The choice that I got to live in this community of people who love me, who care about me, who, I know that if something happens to me, I'm not going to be in there. My body's not going to be rotten and stinking before somebody shows up and goes, "Where's PJ?" So somebody's going to ask. I'm in this lovely community, and I like that. What I wanted to share with you about the community thing, though, is that I am choosing to be around people who know what I know about being God, about making choices, about being responsible for your life. And so hold me accountable as well. That's what you're looking for, right? I mean, if that's what you want to do, you have to understand, to be around people that understand and are evolving as well and understand that that's what's going on. So I was leading Thought Leader Thursday, and it just occurred to me, I'm slow. Some things I'm fast at, some things I'm slow at. So I've been doing Thought Leader Thursday, I don't know how long. Have I ever put it in the newsletter? No, exactly, never. So it's going in the newsletter from now on. So you guys will know it's happening once a month, and it's a great 1 hour show that I do. And so it's the final Thursday of every month, except for during the holidays. It'll probably be the one before the final Thursday, so it doesn't run into the holidays. But I had a great speaker on. Her name was Reverend Dr. Tanya Beverly. And she talked about transitions. And I had never heard of this. And you guys would probably know Ellen Davenport. She wrote the book, The 5 Unity Principles. She also wrote a book, and I highly recommend it. It's called Hell in the Hallway. Hell in the Hallway. And have you guys read that one? No, have you heard it? Yeah. Anyway, it's just so wonderful. And what it's talking about is that when you are going through transitions, there's three different things that go on. Number one, some incident happens, and there's a trans. I'm going to read it so that I don't tell you what's not right. There's something ends. It's ending. It's a loss, or maybe that's how transitions begin. Something ends. There's a loss. Perhaps there's an illness. Who knows what goes on, but there is a loss. That's the beginning. So something has to be released, let go of. You may want it to happen. You may not. But it begins with that. The second phase of transitions is called neutral, which I don't understand why she called it neutral. Maybe you wouldn't keep reading if she didn't, because that's where the chaos happens. So I don't know how chaos is neutral. But that's where you are not wanting to be where you are. The darkness shows up. It's like the dark night of the soul. And so all kinds of, oh, God, what happened to me? All the crying and goes on. Which the reason why this resonated with me, because this is exactly what I have done for every transition I've ever been in. If you hear what I'm saying and think about it, every transition you've ever been in, you've gone through these 3 phases. This is what happens. Something changes, you lose something, you rail against it, you're in chaos and darkness, you're crying, whatever you're doing. That's the hallway. That's hell in the hallway. And then I think the whole title is Hell in the Hallway, Light at the Door. So you're going from one door into the next door, through the hallway. So the light is at the end of the tunnel. It's at the end of the door, where you finally begin to look at it and go, okay, this is a new beginning. What's this got to do with gratitude? Because that's where gratitude comes in. It doesn't come in until you get to the light at the door. And you go, oh, I needed to let go of that. So case in point, you all know about my divorce from my husband, Jason. Never intended to do that. That was never going to happen. I didn't get married to get divorced. My thinking from my family is that you get married for a lifetime. That's it. You're in it, you stay in it. That's it. So no matter what was going on, I was going to stay there. But that's not what he wanted. I can't do that for him, right? You can't do that for somebody else. So what I thought was going to be for the rest of my life was over. Immediate. I'm just boom, done. Man, that hallway was long. It was long. 2 years I was in it. 2 years. If I had understood, and the reason why I'm talking about it, not because you guys have heard the story, but the reason why I'm talking about it is because understanding this, knowing what this, is the microphone still on? Yes. Okay. If I had understood that's what I was going through, first of all, I would have given myself grace, because I kept trying to hurry through the hallway. The hallway takes what the hallway takes. Maybe it's 30 days. Maybe it's 3 years. Who knows? But you have to give yourself grace to go through the hallway. The light is there. You're heading towards the light. You just don't know it because you're in such darkness. And that's okay, because that's a part of the human part side of us. And that is God walking us through the whole time. God was with me the whole time, through the tears, through the darkness, to the end. And when my friends called me and said, listen, that's enough of that. Time for you to get going. We need to take a break, and we need you to step up and help us out. And that pulled me out. I thought, okay, I have been here a long time. And so I did that. And that was the beginning of the light. It was a little light, but it was a light I could walk towards. This is what transition looks like. So now you know. It's 3 phases. Something ends. There's chaos in the middle. That's the tunnel. And then there's light at the end. There's always light at the end. And that is what I'm grateful for. That needed to end. It needed to end. You can rail and carry on, but what needs to happen needs to happen. You can't crawl around your whole life. At some point, you got to get up and stand up on your feet and walk, right? We don't want to stay babies. We don't want to crawl. We want to walk. That's what going through the tunnel does. It helps you learn how to walk. And what's important to me for you to understand is that you know how to do it. Once you identify that this is what's happening, when it happens again, and it will, because we're going to suffer a loss. We're going to have some kind of health challenge. I can't tell you how many people I've lost in my life, and I'm still sad about that. But I understand. Okay? That's going to happen. But once you recognize it, you say, this is where I'm at. And give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace and be there. Because the light is there at the end of the tunnel. That's what transitions look like. That's what gratitude looks like. Going through it, knowing who you are. That God is you. You are God. And God is everywhere with you. And the whole time through the darkness, I knew God. And I talked to God. And God said, go ahead and cry, girlfriend. It's horrible. It's a loss. Go ahead. Okay. That's what happens. So you can be okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, you can give me a call and I'll help you be okay with it. I'll cry with you. Because that's what we do. You don't have to stop crying just because you're talking to me or talking to anyone. And if someone's uncomfortable with that, who's that on? Not on you. It's on them. It's what's inside of them that they're uncomfortable with it. And I can guarantee you they're uncomfortable because they're going through something they can't face either. I can guarantee that's what's happening. So that's okay. So the point is this. Gratitude is a spiritual concept. It's a powerful spiritual concept. Be grateful all the time. It changes everything. From feeling sorry for yourself, which is understandable. It's okay. You feel sorry for yourself, to recognizing that the Father and I are one. The Father and I are one. God has to be here with me because I am God. Has to be here. So this is just a part of my learning, my growing, what I need to know next, what we need to know next, that's all. So I do have some action steps. I don't always have them, but I do have them for you. 3. I'd like for you to find someone and tell them specifically what you appreciate about them. And it would work even better if it was somebody you didn't care that much for. Huh? Right? Can you see how that would work? It's okay if you tell somebody that you care about, but if you tell the face, some faces go, ooh. That's all right. That's okay. I'm not going to be there. You do what's right for you. But tell someone specifically what you appreciate about them. Speak gratitude in real time. So you see something you're grateful for, tell them right then and there. You don't have to wait, try to remember what it was. I love that about you. Thank you. I was talking crap about Carla this morning because we were trying to put something together, and we have 2 different styles. When I put something together, like you get something from Amazon, it's in pieces, and you got to put it together. I like to take everything out of the box. Okay, so this is all here, all these little pieces, number 1, number 2, all those screws are right here. Okay, great, this is the map, this is what we're going to do. Oh, this is a big piece, this is a square piece, this is a little piece, good. Carla, open the box, throw everything out. All right, let's see. What's this? Can we get... And we put it together beautifully. But that's okay. That's what happens. So I appreciate you.
That might be my life.
It might be your approach to life, but it works for you. That's okay. It works for you. You show me something different. You show me that it can work. That's the growth part for me. So tell someone specifically that you appreciate them. Speak gratitude in real time. Choose appreciation over criticism. It's easy for us to criticize. I've shared with you many stories where criticism's coming out of my mouth. I'm talking crap in my head, not out loud, about someone. But if I could change that and think, you know what? No, this person has helped me. This person does that. Whatever you can find in your mind to appreciate about them, do that over criticism. Okay? And here's 3 affirmations for you. Affirmation number 1: I see with love. Just I see with love. I speak with gratitude. I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning. So grateful I can walk around. So grateful for the people in my life. So grateful I have a spiritual center to go to of like minds. So grateful, so grateful, so grateful. You can go on and on. And the 3rd one, I bless others and I am blessed. That's what we're going to do today. So in summary, gratitude is not just something we say. I'm so grateful for you. So grateful for you. Just great. You actually have to be grateful for them. And just find out what it is. What are you grateful for about them? You can find something. There's something in everyone that you can be grateful for. So when you find yourself just thinking about criticism or thinking about the ego is speaking, just what can I be grateful for? What are they doing that I can appreciate? You can do that. So this is what we're going to be doing. It's not something we say, it's something we become. We become grateful people. We're a grateful group. I think that this Harmony Spiritual Center, we're so grateful for each other and for what we do together. We express gratitude for the love that we receive. When we do that, love grows. When we express gratitude for the love we have received, it grows. When we recognize and support kindness, we nurture the bonds that sustain us. So let me give you a couple of final quotes. From Cynthia Alzic, she's a novelist. She said, "We often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude." Think about your mom or your dad or your parents. I mean, I took for granted the things that they did until I became one. That's what we do. It's okay. There's no criticism there, just understanding, just knowing. This is all about turning the light on somewhere. Just turn the light on. Gratitude helps us not just notice what others do, but recognize who they are. When someone shows up and you recognize something good about them, it says who they are. It's the juice that's in them. It's the energy that's in them, how they show up. So that's what gratitude helps us to notice that. When we come from our hearts and we see the hearts of others, something sacred happens. And this, I'm going to end on this. Walls fall. Distance closes. Spirit breathes between us. And so it is.